your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463. Elite Dental Wellness. At Elite Dental Wellness, Dr. Ashandra Batiste understands that one of the biggest obstacles is dental fear. The vision at Elite Dental Wellness is to ensure every patient is treated with respect, ultimate care, patience, and love. Call us today to make an appointment at area code 713-789-8680. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789.
Welcome back to A La Carte, your premier cooking show where we're hosting the best chefs and caterers in Houston. I'm your host, Chef Jones. And of course, I'm excited because my host is back. I missed her so much.
Your girl is back.
Yeah, she's back. It's been a long little while.
Yes. Hello, welcome back to this A La Carte on the Sphere. I'm Chef Laurinette with Helping Hands Food Delivery, best catering, bold flavors in Houston.
Ooh.
And I'm happy to be back. It's been months.
It's been months.
Yes. Thank you for all the guest hosts who held it down while I was gone. Shout out to Gary.
Shout out to you guys. Also, before we do get too deep, you can find me, of course, on any social media, Good Meal Deals Personal Chef Services, where we're customizing the best part of the day for you. You can find me on Facebook, Good Meal Deals, or you can even find me on Instagram, goodmeal_deals. So be sure to check that out. But,
yes.
of course, what we got for them? Some good news. You got the juice for y'all because, like I said, Laurinette been gone, so we've been holding it down. So we got some good stuff that y'all can really utilize for this holiday season.
Yes, It's going to be a great episode. Like I said, Laurinette with Helping Hands Food Delivery.
Yes.
And we can find us on all social media at Helping Hands Food Delivery.
Ooh, helping hands. Put your hands up.
The hands are back. The hands are back.
Yes. So, of course, we always like to give you guys the good food-based news just to keep you up to date. You know, we got news out here now, but It's not about food.
So on our show, as always, we talk about recipes, ingredients, food-based news, things that are going on in the industry, good, better, best options. And we're going to get started with interesting news.
Yes.
I hate to come back on a bad note, on a sour note.
No, it's a good note. It's a good note. Like, you were missed. Look at all our viewers. I want to give a shout out to all our live viewers. Hey, Mama. I see you. I see you watching. Miss Tanithia. I don't want to mess up anybody's name.
Miss Prescott?
Yes, and Miss or Mr. Z, Michelle.
Yes.
Hi, guys. So, hi, you guys. Make sure you guys are pressing that subscribe button. We are excited to be back.
Because thank you, Mom. I look
we've
great.
been gone for too We've been gone for too long. But let's jump right into this.
So I came back. I brought the bad news back with me, as I always do. So we're going to talk about salmonella outbreak in Mexican papayas, specifically Mexican papayas. It was not in all papayas. So this was something, again, as I'm scrolling through and looking at all the industry news and topics, of course, the bad news pops out, stands out. So the FDA is continuing testing on the papayas, but initially 251 people in 25 different states were affected by this. 2 of them actually died from the salmonella in the papaya. So they confirmed that the papayas did test positive for this. So it was not a potential outbreak or a possible, it was a confirmed salmonella outbreak.
Confirmed.
And this goes back all the way from December of last year.
Wow.
So be careful, as always. Stay updated with what's going on with the food and different ingredients.
Yeah, they can always like with our food net safety news. I was going to say safety net. You guys can always like go on to like foodsafetynews.com and they give you all of the rundown of everything from the outbreaks to the recall on products.
Yeah.
Because that's something that's very important, especially around this holiday time. a lot of people are shopping, getting fruits and vegetables, and just
they're buying in bulk. They're getting large quantities. Pay attention to expiration dates.
Yes.
Pay attention to the quality of the ingredients that you're purchasing when you get them. I know last night I was in the grocery store getting some things, and avocados.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I had a flashback to when the avocados were not doing so well, because I'm looking at them in the stand. I'm like, ooh.
You're a bit worried about them because, you know, from the list.
Yes. So make sure you guys are paying attention to the list. It's so important, so very important, because you never know. You'll end up with that one papaya. So
you don't want that. You know, all those people out there that love papaya, that put the little chili, you know, the chili sauce on everything, or the mangoes and all that.
So the article from Food Safety News, it says that the outbreak is starting to tail off. So hopefully it's not going to continue to be as prevalent. But there are 8 different types of salmonella that they found in these. I
know they probably looking
papayas.
like, I thought it was only one type of salmonella.
No, there are different types, different strengths of the bacteria. So all of them were traced back to Mexico. And so during the investigation, they revealed that 3 additional positive samples were found. And so you can see the picture there and where they were located. All of the distributors were notified, and hopefully we are on the tail end of this one.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
And also just stating, basically, like you said, as far as paying attention to those expiration dates, a lot of these papayas were contaminated because they were past their shelf life.
Yes.
That's another big thing about it. So you really have to pay attention to what it is that you're
and you can tell by just looking at it. I mean, a simple finger test. I do the 2-finger rule.
You know, we should have brought up our tip, you know, Fight Back Like a Produce Pro, as far as like how you guys are shopping for your fruits and vegetables, to examine it, and this goes hand in hand with that. So.
Yes. So 2-finger tip, you can touch. You can tell by the firmness of the skin if there's any abrasions or rips or cuts on the fruits or vegetables. Do not purchase them, because that is a breeding ground for bacteria and contamination. Obviously, bruising. Discoloration.
Discoloration, of course, that's a big list. Giveaway.
Yes, because when it's discolored on the outside or bruised on the outside, you know something's wrong with the fruit or the vegetable.
It's just like with a banana. I'm pretty sure that's the easiest thing to tell. A banana is black on the outside. It's going to be black on the inside.
Yes. So y'all be careful.
Be careful.
Basically.
Ooh.
Well, the salmonella, we won't keep it on a bad note.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about today. Our topics are Thanksgiving hacks.
Thanksgiving.
We're approaching the holiday season.
Yes, we are.
The crazy, hectic, stressful cooking season.
Yeah. We are approaching it very, 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 very soon. But of course, with that being said, just in order for you guys to make sure you can get everything for holiday, we like to sponsor certain people, and this portion of the show is sponsored by the Houston Housewives of Finance. And so basically, did you know only 4 states in the United States offer financial education? 33%, or more than 77 million of Americans, don't pay their bills on time. 39% of Americans carry credit card debt from their bills, from month to month. And 39% of adults say they don't even have savings. Don't become one of these statistics. Let Houston Housewives of Finance advise you on increasing your cash flow and becoming your own money manager by scheduling your complimentary personal financial strategy. Contact Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463 or email them at info@houstonhousewivesoffinance.com. Ask how you can participate in a complimentary financial literacy workshop near you. And the Houston Housewives of Finance are the new faces of the new age of financial services. So if you're looking to get in your finances, cha-ching, did y'all hear that? Cha-ching.
Caught me off guard.
Did y'all hear that one? They was cha-ching. If you want to get your finances in order, of course, for this holiday time, come on, everybody's spending money left and right. Make sure you guys are reaching out to the Houston Housewives of Finance.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right.
So we're going to talk about Thanksgiving hacks.
That caught me off guard too.
The cha-ching. Yes. So we're talking about Thanksgiving hacks today, and ways to save money so that you're not rebuying ingredients and recooking and so forth.
Yeah.
The ultimate way to save money is just to call Chef Robin or Chef Lornette, and we can cater your Thanksgiving dinner for you.
Most definitely.
However,
if
you choose to do it at home with yourself or your family,
Yeah.
We have some pretty funny hacks, I think.
Pretty funny hacks, because a lot of people do some of these things. 'Cause it's more probably like a tradition, but I mean, hey.
Yes.
I'm finna give you the tea, the Thanksgiving tea.
So 11 ways you're cooking Thanksgiving dinner wrong. So somebody's grandma might be mad at us for a few of these.
That's right, because they like, oh, this is old school.
Exactly.
We used to do this back in the day.
My turkey was never dry. I can hear it now. So somebody's grandma might be mad.
Yeah.
But things change. We found a couple ways to improve it or make it easier, rather. So we're going to talk about 11 ways you are cooking Thanksgiving dinner wrong. Mm-hmm. So we have an article for you guys. You can pull it up from the links. So, number 1 way that you're doing Thanksgiving wrong, you baste your turkey.
You baste your turkey.
You baste it with the little turkey baster that sucks the juice up and then throws the juice on top of the turkey. This is wrong in many, many, many ways.
Many ways.
So, 1, you're not actually penetrating the skin of the turkey when you baste it. Yeah. 2, you're rubbing or washing off any of the seasoning that was on the skin.
That's pretty much
when
it.
You baste it.
You're giving that turkey a bath.
Yes, exactly. It's a bath. You're washing it all off.
You're washing that turkey up, so when he come out, he gonna be nice and dry.
So the best way to quote unquote baste your turkey is from the inside out. So I know a couple of years ago, it became really popular with the injectors that you can buy from the store. That's essentially really basting from the inside out.
That's right.
Or you can create your own herb butter, which we have showed you how to do on
We
A La
have
Carte.
showed you, so you guys gonna have to subscribe, of course, to go back and check out those episodes. Because we did show you guys how to do that.
Exactly. We can repost the link for that to show you guys. But if you do a herb butter from the inside with the dressing or whatever the case may be, it's basting from the inside out. Is what you want to do.
Everything starts from within, okay? Beauty comes from within. That's how
a beautiful turkey starts from the inside.
If you butter the turkey inside, the outside's going to be beautiful and brown.
Be happy. I can't take it.
Really?
So, yes. Okay.
Our second
now
one.
This one
This was kind of iffy because,
iffy on my list. I wasn't sure about this.
I'm good with using the sink. So
this sounds like some country stuff to me. Number 2, you wash your potatoes individually in the sink. So this is more of a time hack. It's a reason you're doing it wrong is for time.
Yeah.
Their suggestion was to put the potatoes in the dishwasher and run a load, basically run a cycle. Your dishwasher can run through a rinse cycle. Obviously, do not put soap in there.
But I feel like that would be like chemical contamination because, maybe if it's some residue from the
soap on the rack.
Yeah, or from just inside the thing where you put the pouch in that it don't dissolve. Then you got that residue. So I wouldn't recommend this for y'all.
So big red X from A La Carte on number 2.
Big red X. And now
we don't agree with this one. It's on the list. I get the concept.
We should have had that noise, that ant noise. We missing our sound effects. It's okay.
I agree with you, Miss Lacey.
There we go. No potatoes in the dish machine.
Yes, Miss Lacey, I completely agree with you. I will not be putting my potatoes in the dishwasher. I have a brush. You have a produce brush, and just in the sink individually is fine with me.
Old school is the way to go for those potatoes. Okay?
Grandma, you were right. Okay, so number 3. Now this one I have done before.
Yes.
When you're cooking for a big
I'm
crowd.
actually thinking about doing this way for my Thanksgiving dinner that I'm going to be preparing.
So the third hack is to make you, the reason you're doing it wrong is because you're making your stuffing in one big pan. So here they offer suggestions on how to make individual tin cans of stuffing or muffin size stuffing. I think this is great for to go.
I think so too.
Obviously my turkey would still have stuffing inside.
Yeah.
And then when I have all of my guests, when everyone wants a plate to go, that would be a very cool way, I think, to send some home.
I see our live viewers. Someone said, why not season it while it's in there in the dish machine? Or
what?
I'm not sure.
What? Miss Lacey, what are we seasoning?
What are we seasoning in there? I want to know.
Oh, the turkey. Maybe the dressing of the turkey?
Maybe.
Because we were talking about basting on the turkey, perhaps?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's a great way, though, for the stuffing. I'm actually going to try it out.
Yes.
Myself this year. Just the presentation and everything about it is just on point.
So with this, I actually do this with a couple of different things, like my bread puddings. Instead of having a large pan of bread puddings,
that makes sense.
I'll put them in the muffin tins. I get the obviously a large muffin tin.
And you know what? It saves the mess.
It does.
It saves the
it
mess.
saves the mess. And then I have it to go. So I don't have to get a plate. I can grab it like a muffin and take it with me.
They said that heat cycle.
Oh, my goodness.
I guess she is talking
But
about
the potatoes.
No, I don't think it's going to cook those. You know, the heat cycle that dry your potatoes out. I don't think it's hot enough to cook the potatoes.
So we're going to go into number 4.
Uh-huh.
When you pull your bird out of the oven based on a timer.
Based on the timer.
So basically, even if you follow the recipe, you need to check your turkey. It's not strictly on the timer. So a whole bird is safe to eat when the middle of the turkey has reached 165 degrees.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people, they usually go off the the thing that pops out the turkey.
Yeah.
But usually that can prematurely pop out of that turkey, and then you have an undercooked turkey, and it's just not good.
It's not always about time because your oven, the heat circulation, your oven can be, off. Yeah. It can be lower.
Ovens are deeper than people think, depending on the elevation and everything. Ovens, if you have a convection versus a conventional, or like all those factors matter. So you have to just thermometer.
So it's not time, it's temperature. And I know the instructions on the turkey usually say, 30 minutes for every 2 pounds or something like that. That's fine. It's a good guideline, but ultimately you want to be going by temperature.
That's
and we've discussed that before, because safe food temperatures is most important.
Yeah.
So before we move on to number 5, we want to make sure, thank you for everyone who's following us now and commenting on our live. We want to make sure that everybody, share it on your page.
Share it right now. Let me see you guys share. Show some love. Give us some thumbs
We want to make sure that you guys are subscribing to our show on all major platforms, which include iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher.
Hey.
You can review our show on iTunes with constructive feedback. We love to hear from you guys. You can share this live post and the entire show with your family and friends, or you can also donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at www.thesphere.tv/donate. Okay?
Oh, yes.
And you can do either a single donation or an ongoing donation.
Oh, yes. So I'm glad you guys have tuned in. Also, I do want to throw out there, too, like, we are on iHeartRadio now. So for all you guys who have iHeartRadio, you like to listen. We on iHeartRadio now. And what was the other one?
Spreaker.
Spreaker.
Yeah.
Correction. Spreaker and iHeartRadio now. So feel free to check us out on there as well.
Yes.
So, but it was nice having you guys.
Yes. So we're going to continue our list of 11 Thanksgiving food hacks. But we're not going to continue on live.
Not on live. You have to subscribe so you can get these good recipes. And we have something that's going to be the bomb in store. If you want that beautiful turkey that you just seen on the screen, you have to subscribe. So
okay. Alrighty, so we're going to move on. We're back to number 5. You prep your veggies on Thanksgiving Day.
Yes.
I would agree. I think if you can pre-prep,
it will save you a lot of time.
Cut and freeze or cut and store, even if it's just a day before or 2 days before. This saves a tremendous amount of time.
A lot of stress because, you're going to like, I got to get this. And, it's so many things that you got to get in your oven. You know how big your oven is. You can't get everything in there.
Yes.
So pre-prepping.
Number 6, you buy a variety of wines and take individual drink requests. I'm not doing it.
Nope.
We making a punch, trash can punch. I
just tell people BYOB, bring your own bottle.
There you go.
Bring your own bottle. That's what I tell them every time. I told my people that bring your own bottle. If you want wine, you bring wine. If you want liquor, you bring liquor. I'm going to supply the ice and the cups.
I'll provide the basics. You get 1 gin, 1 vodka, 1 brown.
Yeah.
And then if you need a mixer, bring your own mixer.
That's right.
Because everybody has a, preference.
I like Coke. I like Sprite.
Then bring your Coke, bring your Sprite, bring your cranberry, your orange juice.
It's like, okay. Yeah, you can bring that with you.
Okay, number 7, you use raw garlic.
Ooh.
So this is more about the potency. It has an extra layer of flavor. But if you swap these out for roasted garlic, guys, you will amp your recipe by times 10.
And it's not hard to do. All you have to do is wrap it in some foil and put that thing in the oven. And so when you take it out, it's going to look just like that picture the right way. And it's delicious.
It is delicious.
Man.
Raw garlic has a very strong, potent flavor. It can overtake a recipe very easily if you use the wrong amount or too much.
Yeah.
But if you roast it, just throw it in the oven really quick. It's not hard. And you have a completely different dish.
Delicious. Your house even gonna smell good. I'm telling you, really good.
So number 8, you serve canned cranberry sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I am guilty of this one. I have not stepped my game up.
I'm not a big fan of cranberry
I'm not either,
sauce.
and that's why I use a can.
That's fine. Hey, if you're not a big fan, don't waste the time. Cranberry, but yeah, me and cranberry sauce. No, I'm not a big fan. I'd rather have my gravy on my stuffing.
So there's a couple of different cranberry sauces in the link. Recipes to make homemade cranberry sauce in the link. I will say the homemade cranberry sauce actually looks more appetizing to me. So perhaps if I had that, I may try it, or I would try it. But rule of thumb, I don't like the sweet on top of my savory dressing and turkey. So
no,
I may get fancy this year and try a dressing. I mean a cranberry sauce.
Oh yes.
Number 9, you store your pie fruit out on the counter or in the fridge. So this is, to me, an everyday hack, not just a Thanksgiving hack.
Everyday hack.
Because you need to know how to properly store your fruits and vegetables. They should be stored in a sack or a paper bag.
Yeah.
Not a plastic bag, because that creates moisture, and not on the counter, not in the refrigerator. And it's pretty simple, I think.
I think so, too. I think so. And they even said on there, like, as far as, like, the process, like, putting bananas in a bag. Like, when you buy the really, really green ones, put them in a bag to speed up the process. But then once it gets there,
you have to take it out and stop it the same way you started it.
Oh, yes.
So, number 10 is a sweet treat. But before we get to sweet treats, because this portion of the show is actually sponsored by Elite Dental Wellness.
Hey.
I'm sure they may have something to say about that sweet treat.
Yeah, a whole lot.
At Elite Dental Wellness, our vision is to create a welcoming practice that will offer exceptional dental care and a lifetime of dental wellness. We are committed to the finest possible oral care and the overall health and well-being of our patients. Elite Dental Wellness is built upon a foundation of integrity, expertise, and service. Through our commitment to modern dentistry, continuing education, and friendly atmosphere, we strive to make our patients feel that they are a part of our family. Dentistry can be scary, daunting, and uncomfortable. Dr. Baptiste and her team work tirelessly to ensure your comfort. Make sure your appointment today with Dr. Ashandra Baptiste at Elite Dental Wellness at 713-789-8680.
Hey, so make sure you guys are calling. You want to save the sphere so you can get that 10%. And I'm always pushing that every time because y'all want to save that money, 10% for them sweet treats.
Well, you're going to need that number because we're finna give you something real sweet. Number 10, you make whipped cream the old-fashioned way. And this is actually a fun hack. So families, like if you have kids, I've done this with my son before. Wow. It's actually a fun family kitchen project.
It is.
So you don't have to use the bowl and whipping and your arm hurting, wasting time basically. You can pour in heavy cream and sugar into like a mason jar or a sealed tight jar. And if you shake it, eventually it will turn into whipped cream.
Yeah, but you know, for those professionals, they're like, hey, old-fashioned what? I'm going to use my KitchenAid mixer.
Yeah.
Put it in there, mix it up, and good to go.
By myself, I would use a KitchenAid.
I would use a KitchenAid mixer because if I didn't have time to do it.
But to give the kids something to do,
to keep them busy.
To feel included. Yeah. Actually give them a small mason jar.
Here, just shake that for me.
Be careful, though, because they're glass.
Yes.
So, number 11, biggest hack of them all. You serve regular roasted potatoes as an alternate to mashed potatoes.
Whoa.
But who has mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving?
Who does that? I know, like, who does that?
So, it says...
mashed potatoes.
I'll read this one verbatim. Accordion or Hasselback potatoes may as well have been invented specifically for Thanksgiving. You can pour gravy over top, and each potato soaks up all the concentrated turkey flavor. And you can make them with sweet potatoes, too. Now, I will say I could see it with sweet potatoes being really good.
Yeah.
But mashed potatoes, I guess turkey. You have dressing. We usually have mac and cheese, not mashed potatoes.
No.
So.
No mashed potatoes. Womp. That's not.
We need another. Boo X.
Boo. Another sound effect for that.
There we go.
Yeah, that's not good.
So the big build up to number 11 was a disappointment. Yes.
Disappointment.
But I will say, if you try it with sweet potatoes,
it should be really
that
good.
would probably be pretty good. And I just drizzle some butter on top.
Yeah, it's almost like if you made instead
of traditional yams, you
I
can
was
have
going to say like the candy yams, you had a sweet potato.
A Hasselback sweet potato.
I'm not a big fan of yams.
With some brown sugar and maybe some pecans or maple syrup dripped on top.
Yes.
See, this is what happens.
It's good. See, I'm not a big fan of the candy yams.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they good if I make them outside of the can, but the can ones, it's just like they trying to kill you with their fructose.
Too mushy and syrupy and
ooh,
no.
I know.
If you can't cut the potato,
but if you can make them from scratch, the old school way, old fashioned, with the right amount of cinnamon and the right amount of butter, and man.
No, I think I might try the Hasselback with some pecans and stuff.
Yeah,
maple
delicious.
syrup.
I'm ready for Thanksgiving.
Brown sugar.
I've been waiting for Thanksgiving. I know I'm cooking everything, so I'm trying to cook some different stuff. So I'm gonna have like a vegan / regular people Thanksgiving.
Here she go, y'all. Here she go.
Yes, tofurkey, y'all.
Some tofurkey, girl. Give me some meat in my life, please.
Turducken,
I'm good with. Tofurkey, no.
Tofurkey, no. We're gonna have tofurkey and Cornish hens. So
Cornish hens, give me a whole turkey. Why I gotta have Cornish hens?
Yeah, turkey. My family, we like to switch it up every year. Something different.
See,
every year.
No, you them type of people who do the seafood stuff on Thanksgiving.
Every year we have tenderloin. Some years.
Now a tenderloin,
really good. I did it with a herb vegetable sauce before.
I did a rack one year, and it was amazing.
I know.
See, okay.
Yeah, switch it up sometime.
But the tofurkey gotta go.
It's for my mom.
I'm sorry, Mom. The tofurkey has to go. Sorry.
Oh, it's for my mom. It'll be happy, so she ain't gotta just eat sides. But yeah.
So as promised, in theme with the Thanksgiving hacks, today we're talking about the perfect roasted
turkey.
Okay,
like that number one hack was telling y'all how to get that perfect. Yes. Don't be washing that turkey up now.
Don't wash it. Don't under-season it. And don't undercook it.
Yeah, the beauty comes from within. So if you act right, if you get that turkey right inside.
Here she go with the beauty from within.
That turkey
I don't know how I feel about that.
The turkey gonna shine on the outside if you put that butter under the skin.
All right, so perfect roasted turkey. What ingredients?
Oh, Lord.
It's pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
I mean, depending on your recipe. But we're going to use about only one stick. About a half a pound or 1 stick of unsalted butter.
I guess I could say it depends on how they cut the butter.
Yeah.
Thin slices, you guys.
And I need some regular butter. We can put some salt in it.
Thin slices, you guys. Thin slices.
1 lemon. You want it zested and juiced, so you're going to separate the two. 1 teaspoon of chopped fresh thyme leaves, fresh, not out of a jar. 1 fresh turkey, and we are cooking. These go for about a 10 to 12 pound turkey. Anything larger than that, you would need to increase the recipe ingredients.
Yeah.
And then kosher salt, freshly ground black pepper, and 1 large bunch of fresh thyme, 1 whole lemon, 1 Spanish onion, and 1 garlic bulb.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And then we have the actual recipe there for you guys to follow and cook. But we're going to get into our good, better, and best options of the turkey.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
This is the best part. So traditionally with the good will be the traditional way of actually doing this turkey, which will be all those ingredients we just named, which was the whole turkey, the kosher, the lemon, butter, garlic, Spanish onion, and thyme, of course. Now, if you want this to be a better, which will be our healthy way, which will be a citrus braised. And I actually did this for my turkey last year. And you get a bunch of citrus, limes, lemons, oranges, and I wouldn't say a braise, but more of a brine.
A brine, right?
A citrus brine. And you put it in a big pot with that, and it brines it. And once you cook it.
Yeah. What was your citrus to water ratio for that?
I'm trying to think because I use a really, really big pot. I can't remember for verbatim.
We'll give y'all some tips later. Make sure you're following the sphere.
Yes, make sure you're following the sphere. But
and Helping Hands.
I do remember it. You know, I do it so much, so it's like I can just kind of do it out. Like, oh, I need this to this. Like, I just.
We'll get some tips for y'all on the social media. You have to make sure you're following us though. All three: the Sphere, Helping Hands, and Good Meal Deals.
Hey, but yes, for the better also. You can use extra virgin olive oil. I know it's not going to be as good as the butter. It's still going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
From the inside.
Yeah.
Out. But it's not going to shine.
Yeah. You need some butter.
Yes, butter is good. Now, I can say that for the turkey. And then last but not least, we have the best way, which you can use some wine. Mm-hmm. More herbs are always good. Herbs. Rosemary, oregano, sage, like basil. You can hook it up however you want to hook up your turkey. You do it. And then also the gravy comes from the liquid that you actually cook your turkey
with. Do not start gravy with water.
Don't
thinking
do that.
you basically giving it a bath again.
You're giving it a bath again. That's why with this being the best part, because you got that wine flavor in there. You got those herbs, you got that butter. You want to go ahead and take that and put that in the pan. My stomach grumbling right now. It is. Listen to that.
Oh, goodness.
My stomach grumbling right now, but yes, the gravy is very important to me. And then, of course, if you want to take it a step further, you can stuff that turkey, okay? Stuff that turkey. Beautiful from the inside out. That's my thing today. Beautiful from the inside out.
Her beauty shines from within.
Yes.
So, those are the good, better, and best options for the perfect roasted turkey.
What?
Listen to us now, guys. We're trying to tell you.
Trying to tell you the goodness about this turkey. So we do want to see you guys' turkeys. Like, go ahead and tag us in on social media.
Hashtag A La Carte turkey.
Hashtag A La Carte on Facebook, on Instagram. With all that, we want to see your turkeys, those beautiful turkeys out there. But with all that being said, this portion of the show is sponsored by The Sphere. Are you starting your own business and looking for a place to advertise? Do you need to reach out to thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product? If so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at The Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher, and now newly iHeartRadio. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States, as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue coupled with your strategic ad is surely to hit the mark every time. So call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise at The Sphere TV. So this is for you. Go ahead and take advantage of that opportunity. It is a great marketing tool for any of you guys out there with small business or anything that you're doing to get yourself put out there on the platform. Go ahead and do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead and do it. I know I sound hoarse. They probably like, this girl been sounding hoarse the whole episode.
It's because you ate a tofurkey.
I had that. No, I had a turkey, but just because, you know, dramatic weather changes and things. Houston, you just never know.
Houston, you never know.
You never know. Woke up one morning, I sound like a dragon.
Oh, my gosh.
The next day, it was a beast. But I'm here.
Oh my goodness, I can't. I'm here with the dragon, guys. So we're gonna close out with the beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
We're closing out with the beast. We're gonna head to the kitchen. Is what we're gonna do. So we've gone over our news, our good, better, best, our recipe ingredients. This is the time now to take a pause, get your PDF printed off of the site, click the links, and get your ingredients ready to cook. Okay.
That's right. And don't forget to put on your blue apron. You know.
Oh yes, the
Team
blue.
A La Carte. With the blues.
All right, so we're gonna head over into the kitchen and get started cooking. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
I'm hungry too.
Perfect.
Welcome back to the kitchen portion of A La Carte. I'm your host, Chef Jones.
And I'm your host, Chef Laurinette, with Helping Hands Food Delivery. We are in the kitchen making the perfect roasted turkey. Okay, so we've just passed Thanksgiving. We had a lot of Q&A questions come in about, you know, components of the Thanksgiving dinner. So we brought up the perfect roasted turkey, so you'll be ready for Christmas. Okay, guys?
Yes, you will be ready. This is a very essential part. You know, everybody wants that beautiful turkey or chicken or duck or goose or geese, whatever you cooking out there. So we're going to make sure you guys can get that perfectly browned, beautiful turkey.
Know how to get it. So for our list of ingredients, for the cooking purposes, we're using a Cornish hen to show you guys how to cook it perfectly. So we have a completely defrosted Cornish hen, onions that have been quartered an eighth, fresh garlic, lemons, lemon zest, butter, fresh thyme, salt, pepper, kosher salt and pepper.
Yep, so that's all you need. Basic recipe.
All right, so we're going to season this bad boy, get them stuffed, and get them in the oven.
All right, so first thing, of course, with your thing, I don't know, it depends, because with me, I like to put my butter on first to help the seasoning stick.
Yes.
With your lemons and all of that.
Yes.
Because the citrus, what it does for the meat, it's like a tenderizer. It tenderizes the meat.
It also breaks down the butter.
It does. So. And that's why you want to mix your butter with the lemon.
So this is unsalted butter, again, because we have other salting and seasoning components, the same as why we use kosher salt. Yes. So we have a stick of butter, and we're just going to rub the turkey down and then put a little bit inside, and then we'll continue seasoning. Okay? So make sure you get the legs really good.
Don't be shy with the butter, y'all. The butter is what helps. That's the magical part when it goes in the oven. And that's why it's very important that you use unsalted butter.
And it gets nice and golden once it starts cooking and basting. And give him a whole little butter bath.
Butter bath.
And it might also be good if you use a napkin and kind of damp them off. Make sure yours is not wet when you do the
yeah, it'll help it to stick just a little bit better.
Stick better. But it's still sticking without it. You can see it.
Yeah, still sticking. Look at that chicken.
Flavor.
What right. You think about?
And so then we're going to take the rest and just stuff it inside.
Stuff it on the inside.
So the opening, just open it right on up. Take the little butter that was left.
Put it right in there.
Stuff it in there.
It's going to do some justice for this little chicken.
Some magic. And then I will go from the top side too, if the hole is big enough.
Yep. And you put it right up top. That looks amazing.
And then
also feel free, like once you rub it on outside, feel free to also put it underneath the skin if you want to go a little bit further with the butter, because it's going to make sure that that meat is nice and buttery and juicy and tenderized as well. So
all right, so my hands are officially dirty.
Yay.
Okay.
So the next step will be, we can actually transfer this chicken over now to our roasting pan, because we want to make sure that all that lemon juice gets in our roasting pan. So go ahead, take that chicken. You're going to have lemons. We use a small half lemon, and you just want to squeeze it over the chicken. Don't worry about the seeds, because the seeds are falling right on the side.
And you'll get those scooped out when you get your juice, when you plate the chicken or turkey. Your the lemons will come out. So
be really careful with this lemon. It's very, very juicy, so juices are flying everywhere. Want to make sure that's all in there. Now, also another key tip with the lemon, citrus brings out the saltiness in a lot of things. So if you have the salt, once we do season, it's going to enhance that saltiness. So we're going to go ahead and put in our salt and pepper now, because we have it to where it's nice and buttered up and lemon down. Looks really good.
Another key component, make sure you season both sides of your turkey.
Front and back. Some people only season one side, like, oh, it's good.
I always throw a little extra in there too.
It burns.
Make sure you get both sides, and we're just doing salt and pepper. Be generous with your seasoning.
Be generous. Very generous.
Because we're using the right seasoning. We're not going overboard, so.
Looks really good.
Okay.
All right, and then we also have, of course, our fresh thyme. You can get it like this. It comes and you can pull it right off of the sprig, which is really easy. You just run your hand down. And just to get a couple pieces in there, we're also going to put a couple sprigs inside just to, you know, add the additional herb. And
so, again, we always say flavor comes inside out, especially when you're talking about, like, whole poultry, chicken, turkey, etc.
What did I say the last episode?
Beautiful from the inside out.
That's right. Beautiful from the inside out.
So this is about 4 or 5 sprigs, and only because this is a Cornish hen. Now, if this was a turkey, we'd probably use about at least 10. You can take a good handful and just stuff it.
That looks really good.
Right inside. Actually, I want to get a few more because it didn't look like there was enough in there.
And you want to put that right on the inside. Now, you saw that we put butter on the inside of ours. Some people actually stuff, and that's actually one of our, the best way to do it, our fancy way to do it with this recipe. You can stuff it with a stuffing instead of the butter, but the butter just be incorporated in the stuffing.
Yep, I always do both.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, I'm almost done here.
So we're gonna make sure we
I
get
have
all
enough
on there. That looks really good.
Yeah.
You can even, if you wanted to throw in the lemons, the actual lemons.
Inside?
Yeah, put one on the inside and just...
So just to show you guys what
leave
it
one
looks
on the
like.
outside.
Can we see inside the turkey? Inside the little turkey butt? No. You have the butter, the thyme, and then we're going to take the whole lemon that we squeezed.
You're going to
Squeeze
squeeze
it in
and
then stuck the whole lemon in there.
And that's just going to make sure that the inside is tenderizing as well
Using
with that buttery flavor.
actually to cap all of the butter and seasoning that we put inside as well. Okay.
Looks good.
Next we have
our
onion and garlic.
Now the garlic, you can kind of rub it down, but as far as like the onions, you can place it right on the inside of the pan. Now you're probably wondering why we're not using any broth for this recipe, and the purpose for that, once this chicken cooks, it creates its own juice, and that juice is going to cook those onions, it's going to cook those herbs, it's going to cook that garlic that's on the bottom of the pan, that butter, and everything is just going to come together. So that's another key component with having a perfect roasted turkey or chicken. You can use that juice to create the perfect gravy. But that'll be a different episode. So you guys have to make sure you subscribe to see that one.
I'm so weird. I put a piece of onion in between the two wings because the onions, when you start cooking them, they caramelize and then you get this awesome flavor. So the rest we're just going to put in the bottom of the pan because they're going to cook.
Yay.
And give off a aromatic flavor once they start.
Smells so good.
Yeah, actually really does. And so Chef Robin was explaining to you guys, I've stuffed about a quarter of onion inside the chicken turkey, as well as a handful of garlic. And then we put garlic on top and around the turkey. And now we have our lemon zest.
And you want to just sprinkle that right on in there.
Right on top.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be really, really small. It's your preference, bigger pieces. Ours are a bit more of chunks. So it's like a chunk zest.
Yep. So turkey is ready to go. We're going to cook it uncovered in the oven on 350.
Yeah. And
we'll show you what a finished product looks like.
Yeah, now with Cornish hens, they typically take about 1 hour to an hour and a half. But if you're going to use a turkey is going to take about 2 to 2.5 hours. Now, you always want to make sure that you're using your meat thermometers. You don't want to ever test or assume that your turkey or chicken is done by the little popper thing that comes out, because
we told y'all
your internal temperature might not be 165.
It's not about time, it's about temperature. So
temperature.
And now we have a finished Cornish hen.
Finished Cornish hen. This is the
turkey.
Beautiful finished product, and it smells delicious.
So you can see it has that nice golden. That's some of the garlic that we had caramelized, and then the little onion pieces in there.
Looks so good.
I will flip it over to this. Flip it over. So when you get ready to serve it to your guests,
that looks amazing.
There you go. Perfect. With my dirty hands.
Now, we don't have any more of our ingredients in here. We've already taken them out to reserve that, so we have that on the side because we're going to be making gravy off camera. So, hey.
So when we get ready to plate the turkey, you would have it on a platter like this, and then it makes it easy to cut and carve and serve. So. Yeah. As always, any questions, make sure you guys are subscribed to The Sphere.
Of course, and you all make sure you want to go on the website, thesphere.tv/a la carte. Get your recipe, of course, so you can make that perfect turkey. Also, like she said, make sure you guys are subscribing on all our major platforms: iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Screecher, iHeartRadio. Get out there and get on it, man, because we're waiting for you.
Absolutely. So let us see some pictures of your perfect roasted turkey. And it's been great cooking for another week with you guys.
Good. Yeah, that chicken look good.
It is.